Hi, how are you? Righteous Soul TV creator Songju Choi. In the Righteous Soul TV, a program, Common Sense Project, on today's topic is Righteous Soul creator gift, introvert livings. In the scene world, in the macro concept world, living persons' characteristics be classified as introvert or extrovert. Introvert person's pleasures, inner pleasures. Extrovert person's pleasure is external pleasures. So that is I just classify as, and just byproduct is introvert inner pleasures is subsequently of creating knowledges. This byproducts is extroverts external pleasures is loudly and dirty of all knowledges. So that introvert inner pleasures living is righteous or prosperity of introvert major, and there's extrovert external pleasure is based on mind prosperity extrovert major, and this is I defined as introvert extrovert. Righteous soul is righteous living destinations or righteous creators. So righteous soul in the soul defines it means the soul is created at soul living destination places, and must be all the righteous living destination creating righteous souls. As the righteous soul creators just gift is righteous soul is just in void is macro concept also in the macro concept living, then losing the righteous souls if keep consistency watching inside. So the righteous soul creators gift of introvert characteristic of livings must be see in inside, and see in inside then is what happened. The silence clears, and the silence clear inside seated in the coming up and the power of creation to coming up, and the person creating this creation knowledge is unseen, but gradually going up, then the bubble is some just bigger. At the time or in the introverted people is catching just the coming up of a clinical creation knowledge, then the knowledge is catching, then the knowledge is kind of creation knowledge kind of creation knowledge kind of just feeling. In the macro concept, all this major is body, right? Body and righteous soul. The feeling is creation knowledge. So the feeling is writing. Then see to brain of knowledge. And the feeling to not writing, talking and hearing to brain knowledges. So that is how to living this this inner introvert livings. Introvert living is whatever righteous soul, soul, voyage livings. This is righteous soul voyage livings, feeling livings, pitting the living is introvert livings. Actually, just extrovert living is busy with extroverting. Extroverting is busy with others, but introvert busy is busy, even not busy with other, me, only me, not other but me. This introvert. So that to be external pleasures, just extrovert to people's, activation to make extrovert help, extrovert excitement. So that the extrovert feeling excitement, not me but other. So extrovert is to be living. All of the persons living without interesting excitement can live in just a moment. So extrovert is to be feeling excitement with others. All energy put, and extrovert person energy input, for pulling, others' attention to me. This energy is full man's. So in the just introvert people is very envy extrovert persons, because extroverts dynamically lead in groups. So just extrovert persons, just extrovert around group members. But actually, the extrovert is all time used in managing energy used. All time busy also. Busy. So then it's even just what happened is in the inner persons also they are small and then silent and clear. They do not have a dynamical boom, but their own silence is rather good. But actually in the outside is most to be to attract from others see, others sewing and watching, to that it's everyday event required. Extroverts just the person's event for others feeling toward him, others interact toward him. So he feels excitement with others, just consistent watching him. That is minds. Minds is just only me excitement, interesting, and satisfactions. This is me. The only me is all just around the people's, just watching and just support for him, and what is that attracts? Oh, you are my whatever my. So the expertise must be showing to be, envied by introverts. But this is very important. Kind of extrovertism, some just talents, comedian, singer, and presence, CEO, all of just showing to be shown by others is positioning work as extroverts. Then if extrovert is really good or introvert is really bad, then what's that? In the mind level in the mind is getting much more than others. Two as bodies is living. The mind is keep the managing the bodies, attracted from all of it interestings, and all the time any assignment is shouting and whatever all right, good. And in inside in me, for me. But inverted interpreters, there's any just followers, there's any just helpers, shouters, oh you're better, no one's. Just introverted inner pleasures, just by lonesome. I think the lonesome is enlightenment lonesomes. Many religious, just all the times, Catholic religious monks. And the secular is a place is very silence, clear place. In inside of creation of knowledge, their livings. Their living is real excitement. So they can live by himself, by herself, without any others. So, actually, in the just young times is ages or young times, and in the just business economies to make money, then extrovert and introvert game is then is must be extrovert and under just or the positioning and undervert is under the extroverts. But actually, extroverts getting old. Extrovert at the time, extroverts younger time is in the economic time, probably 30 years to 60 years. Maybe extrovert is interesting to live to as bodies living around the dirty of all the knowledge. So extroverts is physics because they can get any in silent clear of creation of knowledge inside. So the extrovert most depends on is all the knowledge. So then it's 30 years old to 60 years old to make a morning time is extrovert is really advantage characteristics, extra pleasures. But actually, just over 60 years to 70, 80, 90, 100. In the cases, who just follow me? Presumably no one, just living by oneself in the segregated places. Mostly just living by himself, by herself. In that cases, who is interested? Who is fitting to livings? Actually, introvert inner pleasures, sounds clinical creation knowledge. So there's most just inner pleasures of introvertism, inner pleasures. Just it's excitement with by just oneself. But extroverts all the time around with others. But actually, the extrovert is age 70 years old. What is interesting? Extroverts give us a salary to the just monthly pay the workers? No. So over 60 years, extroverts, no one follow him. Even though extrovert fame and just his merit point is somehow several persons in this together. But actually, the external pleasures with others external pleasures. But actually, that after 70 or 60, 80, 90, then is extrovert is feeling just all dreams what he or her just younger times, this just beautiful times, all the blossoms, opening blossom times. But introverts, rather than is after 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 years, finally, the after of the livings, fit to livings, inner pleasures, so that they are just getting know and getting excitement with silence, clear of creation knowledges. So that I'm trying to conclusion of this common sense philosophy. Why righteous soul create to give the introvert living to the righteous souls? It means that righteous soul create really dreams and hope, and then just the voyages, 360-degree of voyages, self to return to the righteous living destination place. So the righteous soul voyages is fitting characteristic is introvert of inner pleasure of living. But it also just all depends on all just in the righteous living destinations or righteous creators how the talking. Extrovert living is this, and introvert living is this. Extrovert living is, yes, I want to live in presence, I want to live in just CEO, I want to whatever public, just singer, whatever, popular singers, popular song, whatever, that is truth. But in the project, I am not interested in the extrovert is just a job. My introvert is inner pleasure is better. I wanted to safely 360 just round of the just voyage and safely return to the righteous living destiny place. So I wanted introvert characteristic livings. So they all just creation righteous choose the introvert or extrovert. So if now in the all of just benefit and advantage differences, so don't have to introvert people into all of people's. Don't have to envy to the extroverts. Introverts advertisement inner pleasures. Extroverts advertisement external pleasures. To be external pleasures, all of just dynamical to contact, attract others. Others just support in the trial is extroverts. But introvert don't have to others supporting others help just whatever attracting. So inward pleasures, inner pleasures is just younger times. Even younger time just religious laws. So younger time is very many kind of experiments. So hard, difficult. While then is, just in the younger times, then is all of sharp is cut up and go round to the to the 60 years old. After 60 years, the round of livings getting decreasing rounds and the unseen worlds. What is righteous soul and nothing is reached at. Righteous and nothing then. In the end, self returning to the righteous living destinations by introvert inner pleasures and characteristics. So that as ultimately just the pleasure and the conclusion is righteous soul create to gift introvert to safely return to the righteous living destination place. So introvert living and to permit to live introvert livings. This is gift. Introvert living is gift by righteous or creators. And thank you very much, my common sense philosophy.